Hi guys, welcome to day 3 of our workshop. For those of you who are tuning in live on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you can rewatch the replay and also you don't miss out anything important. For those of you who are watching this live in the Zoom session, if you can hear me clearly or see me clearly, please help me type in the comment section clear before we start with the session. Let me just share my slide first. Hi guys, welcome to day 3 of our workshop. For those of you who are testing. Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. So basically today what we are going to do is our day 3 of our workshop, and day 3 we are going to talk about live trading. So for those of you who have attended our previous 2 days, on day 1 we talk about the introductions, day 2 we talk about the technicality of trading, which is yesterday, and today we are going to use whatever we have learned from what we are going to use what we have learned from yesterday into today's session. All right. So before we continue with the session, I would like to know anyone here who haven't have your BitUnix account set up yet. You don't have your BitUnix account set up yet. Anyone here who hasn't had it set up yet? Because if you haven't done that, we are going to do that immediately right now. So once you have that ready, then we are going to continue. Okay. Anyone who hasn't have their BitUnix account set up yet? Hang on, let me just check on the YouTube channel right here whether there's any comment that is popping up. Right. Okay, I guess everyone has already have their BitUnix account set up. So with that said, we are good to go to start for our day 3 session. So as usual, in all of my workshop, in all my classes, before we start on the new day, on the fresh day, we are going to do a very quick revision of what we have covered for yesterday, so that at least it get your memory refreshed before we continue with the session. Okay, I think I forgot to turn on the waiting room. Just give me a second. Turn off enable waiting room so that everyone can join in later. Okay, let's go through a very quick revision of what we have did yesterday before we continue with day 3 of trading. Okay, so congratulations for making it so far. And at the end of the session, there will be one very brief announcement of what you are going to enjoy at the end of the day as a perk of attending to all the 3 days session. Okay, so please make sure that you stay until the very end of today's workshop. Okay, so let's begin. A very quick recap of day 2, what we have discussed yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about the technicality of trading. We started with, we started with the general terms of bullish and bearish, why they use these two different animals as a reference to the directions in the financial market. And we have discussed about that, which is the attacking tools of these two different animals to define the directions of the financial market. We also talked about these candles and wick, understand the mechanism of the formation of one single candles, why there's a wick at top, why there's a wick at the bottom, why there's a wick at the top and the bottom, and what are the informations that we can extract from the candlesticks alone. Then as we zoom out, we talks about the candlesticks patterns, the combinations of candlestick patterns. So I hope that you guys, for those of you who attended yesterday's session, you have did your homework by looking at Google to understand what is going to be the informations or the expectations that you are going to see when you saw certain patterns appear on the chart. Okay. And next, what do we have? As we zoom out, so combinations of candlesticks will form candlestick patterns. Combinations of candlesticks patterns will form chart patterns. Chart patterns is essentially important for us to have our anticipations where the price might actually leads to. So it gives you a rough idea where are you going to anticipate the price is going to. Okay. We also talks about the meaning behind the word long and short, why we use long and short, or what is this all about. We also talk about what is retracement and pullback, what's the difference between these two. We also talk about support and resistance. We talk about the trend line, ranging market, indicators, strategies. Now, just a very quick test for you guys. Yesterday, I've shared several different strategies with you guys, right? How many different strategies that we have shared yesterday? Just a very quick recap. How many strategies that we have discussed yesterday before we continue? Just give me the number will do. You don't need to name me all one. Just give me the number. See whether you can remember or not. Just a very quick recap, right? So for those of you who are watching from YouTube, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out anything important. And you can also comment in the comment section along the sessions right here, okay? How many strategies that we have briefed yesterday in yesterday workshop? No one? Okay, so either that that you can't recall, or either that you don't understand, or maybe you have missed out that certain part. Okay, so that is going to worries me a little bit right here. Okay, so strategies that we have discussed yesterday, there are basically three. One is the trend following strategy. The second one is the breakout strategy. And the third one is scalping strategy. So we've discussed about these three, okay? So hopefully that you get some basic ideas of what is this all about, okay? So strategy that we're going to use is basically is a very simple approach that we are going to use to find entries. And of course, there are a lot of different sets of strategies available out there. Even in the MTS course, we have 18 different strategies for you to find entries, okay? So yesterday, it is only a very basic understanding on how you can find entries in the market by using these three simple strategies, which is your trend following strategy, always trade with the trend. Number two is where you trade upon breakout and retest. And number three is you trade if you find entry using scalping strategy. That provided if you have a lot of time to spend in front of the computer for you to trade throughout the day. Okay, so that are the three strategies that we discussed yesterday in yesterday's session. Okay, let's continue. We have talked about stop loss and take profit as well, where everyone, if you remember yesterday, everyone needs to type in stop loss in the comment section, where stop loss is very, very crucial and important that I think everyone needs to place a stop loss, okay? You must place a stop loss whenever you place a trade. Always remember to place that. But of course, when you place your stop loss, you also need to check whether that stop loss is sufficient to be supported by your collateral from your wallet. You don't put a stop loss that is more than your wallet can support that ended up in liquidation, all right? So always double check that as well. But most of the time when you use BitUnix, if you have set your stop loss beyond the capability of your wallet to support that trade, it is going to not allow you to set that stop loss. It will ask you to edit that stop loss again. As long as the stop loss is within the range that your wallet can support, then it will allow you to do so, okay? Then the last one, yesterday, I have showed you some examples of chart patterns that I've used in several of my actual trading that have brought me massive profits there, okay? So I guess this is basically what we have discussed yesterday in yesterday's session, all right? So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to stop sharing my slide. I'm going to start to share my back end of my BitUnix, okay? So I hope that you guys already have your BitUnix set up and funded, because in this session, we are going to do our live trading right away. With that said, whatever trade that I'm going to place right here, you are going to do it together with me. Okay, so that is what is going to happen right now. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share my back end of my BitUnix. Okay, so please let me know whether you can see my screen over here that I'm sharing. Can you see the screen that I'm sharing right now? For those of you who are watching from the YouTube channel, wherever you are, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and also you can drop a comment in the comment section to interact with me during the session, okay? All right, thank you. Okay, so you can see the screen. Okay, great. Right, so I hope that you guys have already funded your account so that we can what do you call that? So you can place this trade together, right? Just give me a second. Okay, let's begin. And this is my backend office. Yesterday, I think I have posted, yeah, day before yesterday and also yesterday, I posted 2 posting about it is because someone actually asked me in the public group that he said that, hey, Sifu, how come you don't have any losing trade? Right? So I said, it is not that I don't have any losing trade, but sometimes it's hard for me to find a losing trade. The reason is because when you apply the right strategy in your trading, it's not easy for you to lose a trade. Seriously, it's not easy for you to lose a trade. Now, just take a very quick look of these few trades that I'm placing right here. This is my live screen on my back-end BitUnix, and I don't mind share with you guys, okay? So these are the positions that I just placed right before this session started. This was like, I think like a few minutes ago. The same goes to this ape as well. So it's already running in profits already. And all this like, yeah, this 2, I placed it this morning, slightly about an hour ago. And this Hive as well, it was this morning. Gas was from this morning. And UX Links is from yesterday. This is like from yesterday. This is from yesterday, 700%. Chill Guy is from a few days back, 3,000 over percent. So now from here, you can see that all those trades that is running in profits, I have already secured it. Okay. So before I go into like how to place a trade and stuff like that, I would like to share the part where I need to, I think a lot of people already kind of like, you don't get an idea on how to do this. Okay. So it is about the managing your trades. Okay. I said this a lot of times already. Everyone are able to place a trade. Everyone, okay? It's simple and it's easy for you to place any trades, okay? But to manage a trade is going to be a different story, okay? Say, for example, this ape, okay? This ape trade has been running on 16% right now. Let me just use a pointer for your easier reference. This one, 16%, okay? So from this 16%, right? If I'm going to look at the chart, let me just click on here, look at the chart. So what happened here? This is a 3 minutes time frame. Okay, the chart has already went down. This is my entry at this red color line here. And the position right here is this one. Okay. From my back testing alone, okay, whenever your trades run into profits on a certain percentage, you will need to move your stop loss to your entry. Okay. Now, the best thing about this BitUnix that it allows us to not only type in your stop loss figure, it allows us to do this drag and slide your stop loss on screen, which going to make like the setting of stop loss way much easier. Okay. So for an instance, this ape coin has dropped down to the profit, but right now it kind of like wanted to make some reversal to go up. Let me just enlarge this a little bit. It wanted to go up. So, and I do not know whether it will go up anything higher than this to have a reversal to the upside. So because I placed a short position, right? So to be safe, if you have time, or if only you have time, what I'm having right now on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it's kind of like a little bit of downtrend right here. Okay, on 4 hour time frame, it's still downtrend. So in my expectation, it will or should actually goes lower. But the problem here is on an immediate time frame, on a smaller time frame, it looks like it wanted to goes up. Okay, to the extent that it's going to hit my entry price. So with that said, I will not want it to risk it that much, right? I can choose to close the order first. So now it's been running on to drawdown already. Okay, and I do not know whether how far it will go to hit my stop loss. Okay, so to prevent that, okay, to minimize your risk, you do not know whether how far it will go, right? Or whether it will go come back down again. You do not know that. So it's best that you close the order first and wait for it to like kind of stabilize a bit before you decide whether you want to switch this to a long position or whether you want to come back down again. Then you can have a re-entry all the time. Okay, so that is quite how to say that in terms of the managing of the trades, I think it's going to be a little bit challenging, especially for newbies like you guys, right? When you don't have any statistic to support your decision making. So right now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you, okay, before I continue, anyone here who doesn't know how to use BitUnix yet? Who doesn't know how to use BitUnix yet? If you don't know how to use BitUnix yet, don't worry. I have included the tutorial video how you can use BitUnix for those of you who are watching from YouTube replay. Check out the description area for the tutorial video how you can use BitUnix Exchange for you to place a trade. But of course, you need to sign up for your new BitUnix account first. Okay, so sign up for your BitUnix account, send your user ID to my Telegram, where I'm going to add you to a BitUnix support group where I'm existing over there to support you guys in terms of any challenges that is going to faced by you with your account. Okay, so I can see that my SDG trade here is also looking the same. They wanted to make a reversal. I would like to cancel it off first with a small profits, right? So let us try to find some trades. I'm going to show you guys that how I normally place trades on BitUnix, okay? So this is my backend office of my BitUnix. And I'm going to just briefly describe, okay, for those, especially for those of you who haven't managed to get a chance to use BitUnix Exchange yet. So let me just brief you very briefly. What is this and how does this BitUnix Exchange looks like and how you are going to make best use of them, how you're going to place trade, how you are going to manage your trade from that, okay? On the very beginning of these applications, right? The moment when you log in, you're not going to see this, of course. You're going to see the main page. The main page that is going to look something like this, right? So from the main page, this is going to be your profile. I'm Batman. Yes. So you can have a couple of options right here, such as your security settings, your KYC, which is your verifications. And I think one of the best thing of using BitUnix is because they did not implement a compulsory KYC, at least now, okay? So it is free to use by anyone across the globe, whether you are in the States, whether you are in the UK, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in New Zealand, wherever you are. So you're free to use that, okay? Apart from some of the exchange that has been restricted in some certain countries, BitUnix, you don't have that at this moment of time, okay? So I do not know until when that they will start to implement compulsory KYC, okay? Right now, you doesn't have that, so it's free for you to use, okay? And the best part is that you will be rewarded as long as you trade with your BitUnix exchange, okay? So where do you check for your rewards is under here, your welcome bonus. So when you click on the welcome bonus, excuse me, as you scroll down, you're going to see that this is the mystery box, okay? But you need to complete these few things here, okay? As this account, I don't do any KYC, so I don't have my mystery box yet, okay? But of course, I do have some other perks that I've already claimed like this, okay? This is my limited time deposit bonus. So if I'm going to click participate now, how much that I deposit into this account while I trade, I'm going to be rewarded such as this amount here, all the way up to like, what, 3,000 USD? Yeah, no, 5,000 USD, okay? So you need to have some certain amount of that USDT that you have accumulated, net deposit, then you're going to be rewarded like this, okay? So I think I have collected until here, if I'm not mistaken. Then here, you're going to have some trading bonuses. These trading bonuses is whereby you are going to trade to a certain amount, like for example, accumulative futures trading volume of 100,000 USDT or more, then you are going to have this 5 USDT as your reward. So as you claim that, it will be under your voucher. You need to activate that. And a lot of people, they don't aware about this. Your bonus of this future bonus, there's an expiry date of it. So if you don't use it or you don't claim it in time, it's going to expire, then it's wasted. All right. Even though when you claim it already, you have activated like this one, I've claimed it already, right? You still need to activate it under your voucher. Okay. So when you activate it, then it's only available in your futures wallet where you can use that for you to place trade. And yet again, you will have an expiry date. Okay. And all these futures bonus, you cannot transfer it out, but the profits that you make from it, you can transfer it. You get me? Okay. So now, excuse me. Now I have the last one, which is 200 USD. Once I have reached $10 million USDT in terms of volume. Okay, so far I've traded 6.2 million, and I'm about to get that ready to be rewarded this 200 USDT. So this is really cool. And of course, apart from that, if you sign up your BitUnix account under my link, you are automatically on the run for this trading competition, which you are going to be rewarded again. All right. So that's why it is important that you sign up your BitUnix account under my link so that I can support you during your competition for the whole month of this January and be rewarded at the end of the day. Okay. And of course, what you are going to get apart from that inside that Telegram group, I plan, okay, this is of course up to everyone's time availability as well. I'm going to try to plan to have these live trading sessions on everyday basis. But because of everyone came from different time zones, it's very difficult for me to set one time zone to cater for everybody. So that's why sometimes I'm going to have this live trading in the afternoon, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in late midnight, sometimes in the evening. Okay, so I try my best to cater for everyone's time frame. So at least you have this opportunity of attending this live trading together. Okay, so yeah, it's important that you sign up your BitUnix under my account. If you don't have that yet, I have included the link in the description area on the YouTube video. Please make sure that you sign up your BitUnix account. Send your user ID to my Telegram, and I'll add you to the Telegram group. Okay, and let's continue from here. So now, apart from having this welcome bonus, there will be some certain campaign. Please make sure that you don't miss out all this campaign. Okay, so this is the reward center that I mentioned about. Once you claim from here, you need to go to a reward center and activate your coupons. Okay, so you click on my coupons. All this coupon here I have already claimed and activated. It also tells you that it is valid for how long and how much that you have used. For all this, I have already utilized all of it. Okay, so all these uses border, like for example, this one I kind of like missed it as well initially because I'm not aware that I'm going to have this, but it's only 1 USDT, of course, right? So once you log in and you sign up the account, you're going to be rewarded by this, and you need to claim it and activate it immediately in order for you to use that, right? So this is where you activate your coupon under your reward center in campaign, okay? And occasionally they are going to have some special campaign like this, like win 2 Bitcoin and stuff like that. Please make sure you participate as well, okay? All these are actually free money as you trade. Okay, it's free money as you trade. Don't miss it unless you say that, Sifu, I'm very rich already. I'm as rich as Bruce Wayne in the Batman. Okay, so I don't need any money from that. That's a different story. Okay, so we are here with one intention, one focus, one goal is to make money. Okay, any possibility of making money by using our free money, it's going to be good. Okay, so this is technically free money as you trade. All right, so please make sure that you participate in all this campaign and also to trade actively in it. Okay, now next one, as I mentioned yesterday, in crypto trading there are a couple of different products that you can explore for you to invest. Oops, okay, so for you to invest. So with that said, right, when you have all these what do you call it, when you have all these assets or all these products for you to explore, which one of these that is going to be the most profitable one, because we wanted to make money right here, right? So there are a couple of ways that you can make money in BitUnix, namely 2 or 3 types of products currently that we're having in BitUnix. Okay, number 1, spot trading. Okay, number 2, futures. And number 3 is copy trading. All right, as for copy trading, I don't participate in this, and I also don't I don't know. For me, I don't really fancy copy trading that much. I used to do that under some other different exchange, but in BitUnix, I don't do that. Okay, if you are a very low risk taker, you do not want to, how to say that, you don't want to learn. Okay, you wanted to become the lazy one, I would just copy any of these traders right here. So any trade that they took, you are going to follow the trade automatically on your BitUnix account. But the challenge here is that if they lose that trade, you are going to lose that trade too. And most of the time, okay, you can see like, for example, this the G98 here, it has been getting a 21% in the past 7 days ROI. All right. And they also have like drawdowns. Okay, like for example, like 7-day maximum drawdown 45%. This guy, Pivot Trader, you have like 7 days maximum drawdown 0%, well, which is good. Okay, so 7-day PL like $4,000 over dollars, which is good for me, right? But you will notice one thing that for all these copy trading traders or master traders that we call it, they are going to protect their record like this too. So in order for them to do that, they are going to use a very, very super low leverage, such as like 2x, 3x, or maybe 1x. Okay, that is to protect their reputation as a copy trader. All right, so they cannot afford to use high leverage. So with that said, say for example, you copy this trader, any trader of this, excuse me, you copy any trader of this, you place a Bitcoin trade, all right, that has been using maybe what, 2x, okay? I place a trade too, but I am using the maximum leverage of 125. So at the same point of time when we place these two trades, I'm probably have, let's say Bitcoin price already go up and you are making some profits there. Instead of making 1000% of profits when I use 125x, you're probably making like 10 or 20% out of it. So the gap is going to be like really huge. All right. So that's why when you see a lot of those KOL influencers and also even like copy traders, they have been giving these tips or so-called predictions and whatever their point of view is on Bitcoin price action and stuff like that. Not all the time we can follow that because a lot of different factors you need to consider here. Number one, your risk appetite. Do you have that kind of risk appetite as per this KOL? Number two, your wallet size. Whether do you have this wallet size to support the collateral movement from the price action? Okay, they are using like $1 million per trade. Do we have that to follow whatever strategy that you're currently applying on that? It's a different ballgame, guys. It's a different ballgame. So don't get trapped into this YouTube craze of learning from this KOL, listening from this guy, listening from the other guy. Yeah, of course, you can listen to them, and it is a good to know thing, but try to do your own research, okay? But when you do your own research, you need to have a base. You need to have a statistic for you to support your decision making. And that is where I'm going to get about that at the end of today's session. Okay, so now let's move on first. How you can make money from here and how to place a trade. I'm going to talk about spot trading first. Okay, spot trading. This one. Click on spot trading. But I will not go into the details how do you fund your wallets and all this kind of thing. Okay, so please watch the tutorial video in the description video of this YouTube video so you can know how you can fund your wallet before that, right? So as for spot trading, is very, very straightforward. It is basically like spot trading, to keep it in a very simple sentences for everyone to understand. It's just like you bought an asset. You kept that asset until the asset's value appreciate in time. Then you sold off that asset to appreciate the difference in terms of the value appreciation. So that is going to be your profit. All right. For example, right now, what we are seeing right here is the Bitcoin chart. Okay, BTC USDT. To change this chart here, because we have a lot of coins in BitUnix, right? You have like almost, I think right now is about 300 over coins, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so you just click onto this drop down menu. You can either scroll from here and you look one by one, or you can just type in, let's say you want to look for Solana, just type in SOL. Then it's going to appear SOL/USDT. So what does it mean by this? It means that we are trading Solana price by using USDT as our collateral coin. So that's why you need to fund your wallet with USDT. So you're going to trade using USDT. Okay. So what you're going to do is that on the right side, okay, on the right side here, this is my order book. And order book is, for me, is not really important. I don't really refer to this that much. And a very quick one here is that these are your different time frames. Okay, so you can check on 1 hour time frame. That means that each and every one of these candles is representing the movement within 1 hour. So after 1 hour, change to the next candle. After 1 hour, change to the next candle. Okay. So right now, Bitcoin price is over here at sorry, this is not Bitcoin price. This is Solana price. I'm sorry. So Solana price is at 194. This is your current price right now. And you can see that the candle, it doesn't really move up, it doesn't really move down. And of course, the other thing that you can do is that you can draw some lines, as I mentioned yesterday. These are the drawing part, okay? And if you would like to use some of them regularly, you can also set it as a favorite over here that you will pop up as a floating window where you can just click on them and to draw a line over there, okay? So something like this. So what I did just now, I just dropped a support line on this 1 hour time frame, and it looks like Solana is resting on the support. And if you remember yesterday about this support and resistance strategy, what you're going to expect that when a price actions or these candles touching the support, anyone still remember? What are we going to anticipate when the candles touches or approaching a support? What are we going to expect? Anyone still remember? What are we going to expect when the price touching a support line? You can drop it in the comment section in YouTube, or you can drop it in the chat box as well, for those of you who are in Zoom. What are you going to expect when the price or candle touches this support? A bounce. So Christy said it might be a bounce that might actually looks like this. Okay. What other thing that you can expect? What other thing that you can expect? So to help you save time, let me just give you some idea. This is a 1 hour time frame, right? So you can also check on a bigger time frame to see how does it looks like actually. So for the past several hours ago, this is a 4 hour time frame. What I'm looking here is this line, it is kind of like supported by this. Hang on, let me just get a close look. Okay. So you might say that, hey, you know what, Sifu, I wanted to place here instead of here. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible too. Now, why I place it here is because I wanted to try to get the most connection possible for all these joints or all these points, all these peaks right here. So I would say that this looks more proper to me. Okay, it looks more proper to me. Okay, why do I say that? Is because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 connections here. So with that said, instead of, if we are going to zoom in again on 1 hour time frame, you see, instead of resting on the support, now it is actually resisted or rejected by a resistance. Can you see that? Okay. Now it's actually below a resistance line. So when it's below a resistance line, then what are we going to expect here? If you can see, this kind of like looks something like a double top. Do you see that? So if the double top, we are going to expect to see maybe a reversal down as well. Okay. So with all this expectation that we might have discussed yesterday, it gives you some idea what you are going to anticipate next. Okay. Now, since we are talking about spot trading here, I'm just going to go through a very quick demonstration how you can place a trade on spot trading. Okay. Say, for example, you wanted to purchase Solana, which is right now what we're currently looking right here. There are only two options, market order or limit order. Limit order. The details of limit order and the difference of a market and limit order right here, I'm not going to go through that. Please watch the tutorial video. Market order, you just, oh, sorry, I don't have any funds here in my spot actually. Okay, hang on. Let me try to transfer some funds. Whether is it possible for me to transfer? Just give me a sec. Transfer. Can I transfer my funds over? No, I don't have funds. Oh, I use up all my collateral in my futures. Okay, no worry. It's okay. Now, what you are going to do right now, okay, this is a Bitcoin chart already, okay. It's all right. Click on market order. If let's say you wanted to buy Solana or Bitcoin whatsoever, then you just type in the amount that you want to use. Let's say you want to use $100, 100 USDT. Click on 100 USDT, click buy Bitcoin, and that's it. When you check on your wallet, right, it is going to appear under your spot account. Your coin will appear here. Okay, so you can see from here, I don't have any spot numbers up here. So only some very small XRP that I purchased and sold it off. There will be some certain balance, very small balance that I won't be able to sell it. Okay, so if you have bought Bitcoin just now, it will appear here, and also whatever other coins that you might have bought in BitUnix, it will appear here under your spot account. Okay, so I would not touch more on spot account, but one tips for you for those who would like to trade on spot. Okay, as safe as it sounds, okay, for me personally, I will not put my huge asset in exchange, because anyhow, exchange is still exchange, and you might not know what is going to happen tomorrow to this exchange, right? So just to safeguard your assets and your valuable assets that you purchase, whatever value or whatever coins that you purchase from BitUnix, right, I would advise you to get an external cold wallet to transfer whatever coins that you purchase into your cold wallet, just to safeguard your access, your assets over there. Okay, so that is just tips. And also another tips here is that when you bought your coin at any exchanges at all, okay, say for example you bought Bitcoin, okay, for example, now Bitcoin price right now is at 94,283. Okay, you need to remember the value where you bought that Bitcoin. Why is that so? Because when you bought a Bitcoin, and it will be in your wallet, whether it's in your spot wallet in BitUnix or whether it's in your cold wallet, whatever there is, once you bought that, you need to monitor them in terms of the movement of this chart, because ultimately you wanted to make money from it, right? And how to make money from spot trading is whereby you need to buy at certain price point. And when the price went up to a certain level, let's say it went up to here, then you know you have made this amount of profits, okay? Then you can make a decision whether you wanted to sell this off to enjoy the rest of the profits. Is up to you. Whether you want to keep it so that you can let the profits run, okay? And also, you need to remember the point where you bought this, because what if the price go down? Okay, so when the price go down, your value, it doesn't worth that much anymore. You need to understand until where that you need to hold that coin. Okay, not all the coins is worth holding. Some of the coin will just drop all the way to like 0 to negative. Then you're going to lose a lot of money from there. Okay, so it doesn't mean that I do understand that some of the people say you bought a coin, you just hold it to a certain period of time, then you're going to enjoy the profit. For me, I would say yes and no, okay? Because the movement in the market, you cannot predict it. It might go up, it might go down. When it goes up, good, congratulations, you make a profit. But what if it goes down? So like I said before, anyone can place a trade, but not everyone knows how to manage the trade. So when the price goes down to a certain extent, you need to understand what is going to be a threshold that you are willing to lose. So when it goes down to a certain stage, then you think, I will only lose until here at this level. So when the price move until there, let's say 90,000 maximum, okay? I will only hold until it's 90,000. 90,000, I already lose like probably $20,000. Okay, so I will close until there. Okay, so that's why you need to remember the price where you bought that Bitcoin or whatever assets there is that you bought, and monitor from there. Okay, very, very important. So that is about excuse me, that is about spot trading. Very straightforward, very simple. And if you wanted to sell off, let's say you already make some profits already, you want to sell off, just go to the whatever chart there is, scroll down, and under this sell options on the right side here, just drag to maximum of that coin that you wanted to sell, or you can also sell partially too. Okay, so you want to sell off everything and enjoy the profit, fine. Drag to the maximum of 100%, click sell Bitcoin, then it will be it will be converted into USDT in your spot wallet. Okay, so that you don't have any Bitcoin anymore. You sold a Bitcoin, you convert it into USDT. Then from that USDT, of course, you can withdraw it for your day-to-day use. You want to use it as a USDT, is fine. You can use it to trade, is fine as well. Okay, that is up to you. So now I'm going to move on to futures trading, which is the highlight of today's live trading session. Because for me, spot trading, it will be very, very slow in order for you to make some money there. So you expect to make some money in spot, it's going to be super, 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 super slow. Okay, unless you say that you have a lot of money and I would like to keep it somewhere there where my money can grow. Yes, fine, you can do that under spot trading. Just you are having savings every month instead of you putting that in banks. And as I mentioned, yes, on day one of this workshop, I will be able to catch up with the inflation rate. So the more money you save, the more money that you lose. All right. So that's also tells why a lot of rich people, they don't keep their money in the bank. They kept their money where their money will grow. And this is apparently one of the assets that is live, and it will help your money grow as well. Okay. So imagine that if you are keeping, let's say, $100 every month as a saving. Okay. Just use that $100 to buy Bitcoin, because it doesn't mean that Bitcoin is already hit like what 90 over 1,000 here. I need to use 90 over 1,000 to buy one Bitcoin. That is not necessary. Okay. So you just use whatever amount that you're comfortable with, buy Bitcoin, and you just keep it. And but of course, again, in spot trading, sorry, I will just drag on a little bit in spot trading here. Spot trading, you can only make money when the prices go up. When the price goes down, you are going to lose money. Okay. But not technically lose money. You're on drawdown. As long as you don't sell it, you still have the possibility of a rebound back. Then you break even and make some money there. Okay. But what if you keep on going down? So you need to understand where is your threshold till, so you can cut it off and sell it off, and yeah, just absorb that small losses there. Okay. So now back to this futures trading. This is going to be the interesting part, and this is where the big bucks comes into picture. Okay. If you want to make big money, fast money, the futures trading is going to be the thing. All right. Now, the thing with futures trading, different traders, different preferences. I'm going to talk about this leverage. Okay. Leverage offered by BitUnix, especially for Bitcoin, is 125x, 125 times. Okay. And 125 times, I'm going to explain the logics behind I do things first before we place a trade, so that at least you know, Sifu, I heard this KOL use this isolated mode by only using 2x. Why you like to use cross mode by using maximum lift? Why is that so? So I need to explain the logics behind I do things, so that at least you get some better understanding. Okay. So of course, I'm not going to talk about the details of the controls over here. Please refer to the tutorial video, which I included in the description area of this video. Okay. So why do I use cross mode and why do I use 125x? Is because cross mode, it will give me more leeway for the price to move between your entry price and your liquidation price. Because when I place a position in cross mode, although I'm exposing myself with a little bit of more risk as compared to I'm using the isolated mode. Okay. So I hope that you know the difference between isolated mode and cross mode. Okay. If you don't know that, just a brief one. Isolated mode, you are only losing that trade. Cross mode, you're exposing the risk of losing your whole wallet to zero, wipe off everything. Okay. But I still choose to use cross mode. The reason being, the moment when you enter a trade, all right, it will actually use the collateral from the wallet, apart from the amount that you place for that particular trade, to add it on as a leeway of movement until your liquidation price. So the gap between your entry price and your liquidation price is way much more bigger compared to the isolated mode. Okay. Although isolated mode, it don't have this amount of movement available for you to move, it will hit the liquidation price of that particular trade very quickly, and it kills off your trade. All right. Yeah. Although it sounds safer, but I don't like to do that, because like when you use isolated mode, it might actually hit your liquidation price and it rebounds back again. Then you miss out a very good entry from there. Okay. So that's why for me, I will always use cross mode. But with the condition, always remember to set stop loss again. Okay. because when you use isolated mode, technically speaking, you don't need a stop loss. Your liquidation price is there, and the most that you can lose is only that particular trade. But in cross mode, it's different. So you need to have a stop loss set to protect the rest of the collateral in your wallet. You don't want to wipe off the whole wallet just like that. Okay. And 1 to 5x leverage. When you come to leverage, for me, I will use the maximum leverage possible. Okay, because as I mentioned on the first day, we are not the whales. We are not the one to manipulate the market. We are here to follow the market, and we cannot afford to use big amount of margin to place a trade. We are not a whale. Okay, so for retail traders like you and me, we are only using the minimal amount of margin and maximum amount of leverage because that is the privilege that the exchange given to us. So for me, I'll probably use, if you notice my trades, okay, let me show you my trade. Look at my margin, okay? I would like to just pay attention to my margin. Move, $11. Gas, $13. UX Link, 23. I've just added in. Mudang, $11. Bonk, $11. Chill Guy, $11. What else? Yeah, $11. All of these I actually place quite a consistent $11 only. But when there are trades that is moving consistently to profits, then probably I will add on margin like this, UX Link. So why it turned out to be 23? It's supposed to be $11 previously, but because of it has been, I saw there's a potential of this trade going down further. So that's why this morning I have added another, I think $12 if I'm not mistaken, makes it $23. And now you have go down into more profit to 400% already. Okay. So what is going to happen when you add on your margin like this? When you add on the margin, it is going to decrease your ROI. But that moment onwards is going to use a more margin to multiply your leverage. So that's why if you have a very low leverage, you are not going to see this amount of money and your multiplication is going to be way slower. So the reason I'm using maximum leverage is because I do not want to use a huge amount of margin. I'm only using a small amount of margin, and I play around and maximize the leverage to increase the speed of my profits over there. Okay, so I hope you get the idea here, right? So now what are we going to do now is that I'm going to place some trades. Okay, and I would like you guys who are watching right here to follow me as well. Okay, so everyone, are you ready? I would need you guys to follow me to place this trade. Okay, you don't need to place a lot. You can just only place like $1 trade is fine. Okay, so I would like you guys to follow me just to have a feel of placing a trade. Okay, so I'm going to start trading. Are you ready? If you're ready, please type a yes in the chat box before you continue. Especially those of you who are in Zoom, we are going to do this on real time. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you want to do this as well, please type a yes in chat box before we continue. Are you ready to start? Because I would like you to follow whatever I'm doing currently right here so that you can do it together with me. So it's supposed to be a live trading session. On our internal closed group of our BitUnix group, on our live trading session, I think, Sean, you're here. Okay, so you can probably give some testimony on that. Our live trading session is whereby for some of us who are available at the time, that you join in the live training session and everyone they tend to share their entry. So probably I say that, hey, you know, guys, Bitcoin is good for the short now. Let's go for a shot. So in fact, you know what? Bitcoin is good for the shot. Okay, so I'm looking at a 1 hour time frame right now. It's going down. 4 hour time frame. It's some retracement on this 4 hour time frame. That means it's wanted to go down. And small time frame, 15 minutes is confirmed down. 5 minutes is down. 3 minutes down. And 1 minute is supposed to be going down with a little bit of green color candle, but it's going down. Okay, since the MACD is already crossing here, so I'm going to place a market trade short order. Okay, so please place a short order on Bitcoin right now. You don't need to place a lot. You can place $1. It's fine as well. Okay, just place a $1 trade, and we are going to monitor it as we go. Okay, so while we are waiting for that, you will need to set your stop loss right after you place a trade. Now, the best thing about BitUnix that apart from typing in through visual, I can already set my stop loss. So I know that this is my recent swing high on 1 minute time frame. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to drag my stop loss to here. and probably just give you a little bit more leeway. Okay. This is whereby if, let's say, on a 1 minute time frame, this small reversal that is happening right now, we are running on a little bit of drawdown. Okay, so we have entered right here. Now the price has reversed a little bit up. Now, in order for this downtrend to change to an uptrend, it needs to break a certain level of resistance. Where are those resistance? I'm referring to this 1 minute chart. Okay, excuse me. This 1 minute chart, you're going to see this trend line that is supposed to be here. And also, let me just pull this correctly. Okay. So from this trend line, what you're seeing here is whereby let's change this color a bit. So this trend line, you can see that it's a resistance, okay, a breakout, a retest, okay. But this retest, it doesn't confirm yet. It looks like it wanted to go down. And apart from that, you will see there is this support and resistance here. You see that? This is the support, and resistance has been rejected. So in order for the price to change to an uptrend, this needs to break this and this. So with that said, this stop loss is more than sufficient for you to prevent it from losing, losing more of this trade. Because in order for this trade to change to an uptrend, it needs to break two resistance. So that's why I would say it's fairly safe. And now I think we are running into some profits. We have 9% of profits already. And while we're waiting for it to grow a little bit more, we are going to look for some other entry. Okay. So for this move trade, my disposition already go into like 75% of profits here. So 75% of profit, let's look at my entry. Now, can you see that this is a 1 minute time frame? On a 1 hour time frame, of course, you don't see this too much of the candle, lesser candles here. My entry point is that this red color line, and my stop loss, can you see that I already dragged the stop loss below this entry price? So with that said, this trade is already secured. I can actually trade risk-free right now. If, let's say, it has a sudden reversal up, it is going to close it with profits. Okay, so my profits right here and move now is ready to go back up a little by 56%. So my stop loss here, even close, I still enjoy 9% of profit with the $1. I think that is just enough for me to cover the trading fees. Okay, so Bitcoin is running on profit, and let's try to look at for some other coins for us to play some other coins. So have you guys followed me on this one already on Bitcoin? Have you placed that trade on Bitcoin? Just place a $1 trade will do, okay? If you want to follow me, I placed a 12. I just key in $12 over there. So eventually it will end up into 11.8, roughly about that, minus some trading fees available there, okay? So let's try to look for more coins for us to trade. I have this favorite list of coins that I have saved that I traded frequently. If you want to have this list of coins that I traded frequently, please DM me on Telegram. I will share with you this coin, okay? These are the coins that I normally trade that I feel that currently it has a very good movement. If you wanted to have this, it's optional, of course. If you wanted to have this, please DM me on Telegram. Then I'm going to send it over to you as for your reference, okay? It's optional whether you want to follow it or not, okay? So Steem, this is not a very good coin for me to trade because it's very super volatile. You can see that there's a lot of long wicks here. It's very hard for you to determine where is the trend is going to be. And in fact, if you zoom out a little bit on 4 hour time frame, you can see that it kind of looks a little bit rangy right here. So there is no some significant sign that it will pump, and there are no significant sign that it would dump as well. So if I'm going to draw some support and resistance line here, you can see that the price is just slightly above this support, and it doesn't go anything higher than this. You see that? So it's still in the range. So as long as it's still in this range, it's very hard and difficult for me to make a decision whether should I long this or should I short this, right? So I'm going to skip and go for the next one. Okay, let's try to look for some other coins that is possible for us to trade. Excuse me. More for yesterday, it was a good call by one of our members, in which I also skipped this. Okay, I overlook on this. I do not pay attention to this movement of this Morpho, and so happened and say that Morpho is good to short. So yeah, I entered that immediately after saw the message, and I managed to get like 300 over % out from this Morpho trade alone. So that is why you need to be in our community, stay active over there. We are a community that support each other, that help each other. If so happen that anyone saw any entry that's possible, we are going to share that. And also we are going to share our profit sharing, our P&L poster, not profit sharing, our P&L poster into the group. Not because we wanted to show off, but because we wanted to highlight, guys, these are the coins that's currently moving right now. So please pay attention to this coin. Whether you want to follow that or not, it's up to you totally. But it's all for the meaning of sharing with each other. So you need to be in this Telegram group. For those of you who have signed up for your BitUnix account under my link, but you're not in the Telegram group yet, please make sure you DM me on Telegram, so I will add you to the group immediately, okay? Make sure you do that. You need to be in this Telegram group. Okay, now let's continue to find some other coins that we can trade from my favorite list. Token, it seems to be good this morning until it have this super killer wick. Boom, it comes down after the pump. So from here, I think it looks like quite good already after the pump, and eventually it doesn't last long. It pulls back, and now it's turned to red. It already come back into the ranging position again, so it's not a good one to go in. Gas already went in already, and what else? Oops, I'm looking at the wrong list. Sorry, need to look at my favorite lists first. Omni, is it a good go? No, it's not a good go. Hi-Fi. Oops, sorry. Favorite coin. Solana, let's see. Okay, Solana is a good go for us to short. Solana is a good short. Okay, I'm going to place a short order for Solana right now. Okay, please follow, guys. Short Solana. My stop loss, just put it up right here over the 200 EMA on a 3-minute time frame. In fact, I don't need that high as well, but yeah, 200 EMA, yeah, roughly about here. 196.1031. Market trade on Solana, and your stop loss should be around there at 196.1031. Okay, my Bitcoin that we placed just now, currently we are running at 9% of profit. It's moving very, very slow, but don't worry, let's wait up a bit while we find some more entries. Tokens, HBAR, let's see how HBAR does. HBAR, wow, HBAR looks good too. HBAR looks good. Okay, I'm going to short HBAR too. So HBAR. So all this across and also leverage, because I've traded this coin before, it already prefixed to that. But if you haven't traded this, it might actually change to isolated, and the leverage most of the time is at minimum, maybe like 10x or 20x on it. Make sure you click on the leverage, increase the leverage to maximum before you place the trade. Okay, always remember to do that. Okay, especially when you haven't traded these coins before. This is HBAR. HBAR, I have just placed a short position and go to a slightly smaller time frame to place my stop loss. At the 3 minutes time frame, I think I'm going to drag my stop loss above this highest peak. Yeah, slightly above this 200 EMA on the 3 minutes time frame. I think that is sufficient enough for me to support the movement of this HBAR. And Solana currently is running at a 4% of profit. Bitcoin is 12% of profit. Currently is looking good. And let's try to find more entries. And also yesterday, I think I have given a tips to in the BitUnix Telegram group. I say that how you guys can actually increase your volume in this current trading competition that you're currently in right now. For those of you who have signed up for your BitUnix account under my link, you'll be automatically into this trading competition as you trade. So you just need to trade with the account and you'll be rewarded from there, okay? So how to help you to increase your volume? I've given a few tips as well yesterday in the Telegram group. Number one, of course, use maximum leverage. Number two, you can increase your margin a little bit. For me, most of the time, I would just use $10 or $11 from here, or maximum $20 will do. Only occasionally, 1 or 2 trades, I will use $20. But most of them, I am using $11. And with that said, in the first week itself, I managed to hit almost like $1.5 million in terms of volume already. Okay, so in terms, if you wanted to increase your volume faster, use this use this margin. Of course, this is up to your own comfort level as well. Okay, so if you think that $11 or $10 is a little bit heavy for you, feel free to use whatever margin you wish. But of course, this is just a tip for me for you to help to increase your volume faster so that you can compound your wallet faster. Okay, and the other options that a lot of people don't aware of, when you use BitUnix, you can use your unrealized profits to place trades. So with that said, right, how should I put this? Okay, for example, my trades below here, let's say, okay, UXLink. Okay, UXLink, I'm having like $100, right? So I can actually pluck out this $100. Okay, this $100 is included in my available balance already. It's already in here. Okay, so whatever balance shown here, it's already the net balance, inclusive of your trading fees, inclusive of your drawdowns, inclusive any trade that you've lost, any trades that you've closed, any trades that are currently running, anything that is in profit, including unrealized profit. So with that said, you can use unrealized profit to open another new trade. Okay, that is a very, very good feature for me, because the moment when you open all these trades, right? Imagine all these trades, all these coins that you place trades here are actually your troops into a war. So the more troops going into the war, the faster or the higher chances that you're going to win this war, right? But of course, yet again, you need to monitor those trades. Like for example, now Solana has been running on the drawdown of negative 15%. And I believe that we all have set our stop loss right here. Okay, so my conviction is that this is a smaller time frame at 3 minutes time frame. There will be some slight movement up and down. That is quite normal. Okay, so to have like some small retracement or drawdown, that is very, very normal. But on a bigger time frame, and I am quite sure that this movement will not actually go above that. But yet again, although we have set our stop loss over there, maybe you see that this range here, this is my entry on the red line, this is my stop loss. How do you actually manage a trade most of the time? How do I manage my trade most of the time is that I'm going to split this into a few different zones. Okay, the first zone to split is the 50% zone. Okay, let me just draw some lines here. 50% zone. This is 100%. Okay, my stop loss is 100%. This is 75%, half of it. This is 25%. Okay, so when my price move above 25%, I will need to stay alert whether the price should move up or will it move up. If it moves above percent, I will try to consider whether do I still need to hold my trade. When it goes up to 75% of drawdown, I will probably consider just to kill the trade immediately. Okay, so this is how do I manage my trade, by just splitting it into a few zones. So see that whether it has reached to a certain level, then you can probably consider to kill that trade slightly earlier rather than you wait until it hit your stop loss. So that is another options that you can consider. How do you manage your trade? Okay, so right now Solana has been on 26% of drawdown, HBAR is on 15% of drawdown. So it seems like this is a support line that has been formed by all these coins here. So we are going to monitor that in the sense of, I'm going to draw a support line right here. This seems like a very good support line. And my conviction is that, my understanding, I will feel that this, if it's going to move like this, since this is a support line supporting all these candles here, you see that? Supporting. So I'm going to expect that this is going to be a resistance for this current price point, rejected by here and come back lower. Why I say that? Because what I see from my MACD, it's already a declining histogram. And there is this death cross was about to form as well. So I'm going to take this information, so I'm going to wait for the retest to happen, to come down, and I'm going to hold the trade until there. Okay, if it is going up further from this blue color line, then probably I might consider to kill off the trade slightly earlier. Okay, so sometimes when all these things that move in a sudden manner on the opposite directions, you got no choice but to manage the trade properly. Okay, So of course, yet again, at the same time, right, guys, don't try to kill off your trade too early. Like for example, Solana just now has been drawn down 20%, right? If I'm going to kill that, I'm going to lose that already. But you see from here, it has come back down again to -11, -10, and maybe you're going to profit inside a little bit. Okay, so don't kill off your trade too early. Always believe in your strategy that you use. Whatever strategy that you're kind of using right there, believe in your strategy. So how do you build your trust on the strategy that you have learned or applied? Always do your back test. Okay, how do you do a back test? I will suggest that you use TradingView for you to do back test on the previous data. Okay, so back test doesn't mean that you place a trade and wait for it to trigger and see whether it's profitable or not. Okay, but back testing is all about you go back to the previous data, use previous data, use your strategy, and use a bar replay to see that if I'm going to use this strategy right here, how many trades out of, let's say, 100 trades that I'm backtesting is going to be a profitable one, and how many trades is not profitable. So from there, you're going to get a statistic to help you make your decision better. So when you do a live trading, you will tend to have this information at the back of your head. Hey, you know what? I've been using this strategy for 100 times during my backtesting, and I'm going to have, like, let's say 65% of success rate. So when you use that, even though your trade is running on drawdown, you have this information to back up your mind to say that, you know what, I have this 65% of success rate. So I'm going to wait until it reaches a certain level that I think I need to cut it based from my backtesting experience. Then I'm going to maintain it first. See, like Solana just now, if we cut it at 20%, then we are going to lose it. And now it's back in profits again. You get me? So don't cut off your trade too early at times, okay? Don't panic. Always be calm and trust the strategy that you're using, okay? But of course, don't simply trust as well, because there's one terms that I like to use. You know that blind faith is even more dangerous than a blind date, okay? Blind faith. There are a lot of people that have this blind faith in believing to something that nothing to support that belief, and that is very dangerous. Okay, so don't have blind faith. Don't, because of Sifu Wang asked me to do this, I will just follow this blindly like that. So please don't do that as well. Okay, make sure you have your own research, understand why I do things in such a way. That's why I need to explain why I do things in such a way, so that at least when you follow, you understand the logic behind. Okay, you need to understand logic behind. Always remember to ask why we did things in such a way. Okay, don't just simply follow. All right, don't just simply follow. Okay, now while we wait for the rest to move, okay, so I'm going to find more entries first. Okay, let's find a few more entries. Excuse me. This is not good. Okay, don't ask me, Sifu, how do you look at this? How do you look at this and to determine that this is not a good go, this is a good go, and this is not a good go? Okay, I have been looking at charts for more than tens of thousands of hours for me to have this ability to recognize some certain patterns, movement on certain time frame. And for me, it's quite easy to see because I don't actually see candlestick as everyone's seeing right here. I am seeing more lines which is invisible to your eyes. Right now, I'm seeing support and resistance. Right now, I'm seeing trend line without even drawing that. Okay. Right now, I can see that this ONG is not a good go for a long position. Why? Okay, because I see some other patterns that a lot of people don't see it, based on my previous tens of thousands of hours of backtesting on my strategy when I created the MTS course. Okay, I spent a lot of time to backtest those strategies before I release it to the public and sold it off in the MTS course. So that's why today, a lot of people say that, hey, Sifu, your MTS course, why so expensive? I say, yes, it is expensive, and it is also one of the most profitable trades course, okay, trading course in the market right now. And you won't be able to find any course that offers you more than one strategy out there. Okay, most of the trading courses out there you can find in from any guru, that they will teach you their strategy. Okay, that's only one. But come to think of it, right? You cannot use only one strategy in your trading, especially crypto trading, which is super volatile. So you need to have a backup. Okay, the reason why I gave you 18 different strategies because you need to have options. Okay, and you need to change and you need to stay agile when you come to trading. You cannot be those blind faith followers. There's a term called HODL. Not sure whether you heard it. HODL. Okay, hold on to your dear life. Okay, not hold, but hold on to your dear life. These are the people that the most of the time they are the early adopters of Bitcoin, where they buy Bitcoin at a very early stage. So until now, if they hold it until now, of course, they are going to benefit it in terms of the price, valuation until today, which is 100,000. But what if for us who only enter now, okay, if you are having a drawdown, don't just simply hold because of people ask you to hold. You need to understand why do you need to hold the price first. If your entry is not good, you're holding the price now at the drawdown, don't hold it anymore. That is going to be stupid, okay? Don't do all this stupid thing. Don't follow blindly. Always understand your why. Okay, so that's why when I say that this ONG is not a good goal, see that now it's started to turn red. Okay, because there are certain patterns that I saw based on what I have did before. Okay, and of course, for those of you who are new, you can use whatever strategy that you have learned, like support resistance, trend and strategy, breakout strategy. All those things is possible for you to learn. Let's say if you wanted to place a position for this ONG, what you can do is that you can place a trigger order. Okay, let me just have a very quick look. Support is here. My resistance here. Another resistance should be here. Excuse me. Okay. Now, what you can do here is that if you really want to trade this coin, ONG, which is, I think on today, if I'm not mistaken, I have this notification from BitUnix that is one of the most top performed coin for today in the past 24 hours. So if you really want to trade this, right? If you remember yesterday when I talked about candlesticks and wicks, why this wick stops here is because that you have an invisible resistance here, right? So we are going to treat this as a support and resistance strategy. Okay, support and resistance strategy is like pretty simple. If it's within this range, I need to wait for the breakout to happen before I can place my trade. So with that said, excuse me. So with that said, I'm going to place a trade above this line. Okay, and my stop loss is going to be below this resistance, and this is going to be at least 1.5. That's going to be my risk and reward ratio that I normally use, minimum. And so that is going to be my position there. So how are we going to get this figure is that click onto this, and you can see that this is your entry price. Copy that. Go to here and place your position. And you see that when the new coin that I haven't traded, the leverage is most of the time is set at 10 or 20 at the minimum leverage. So I'm going to pull this back to 50, confirm. It is on cross mode 50x. So just copy this again, put it here, trigger trade, paste it here, and place a market. Oops. Right. So I'm going to put my margin 12 as usual. My stop loss is going to be at this one. So copy this, and I'm going to set my stop loss. So there's a hit. My stop loss, I'm going to lose like $31, which is fine. So I click on open long, and ta-da, that's done. My position is already there, waiting for it to be triggered. So if this price action here on 1 hour time frame, when it's go down, rejected, and break above this resistance line, the system is going to automatically place the trade for me, even though I don't spend time watching it. Okay, even though I went to the toilet, suddenly it just bounced up and it will trigger my trade automatically. So that is what trigger trade is all about. So the system is going to help us do the work without we monitoring that much. Okay, So let's see how is our trade is running right now. Solana is running at 47%. So for those of you who follow me on Solana, you place a trade on Solana just now. What I would like you to do is this one. Okay, so click onto this icon here, and where you're going to see this PNL poster. Okay, over this PNL poster, of course, you are having a few options, right? Whether what are the information that you want to show on this particular poster, including the designs of this poster that you wanted to choose. Okay, you can see like a very cool and cute peanut sign here. And my favorite is always the Batman. Okay, so you can use the Batman if you want. And if you don't want people to see that how much margin that you place over here, you can always click on the P&L. Then you are not showing the P&L to anyone. You can click your referral code here. You don't want to show that. You don't want to show your profile as well. You can show that as well. So you can choose which are the information that you want to show. Okay. So right now, what I would like you to do, if you have followed me on Solana Trade just now, I would like you to choose whichever poster that you want. Click onto this save image. Okay, save image. It will be saved in your computer. Okay. So once you save that, I will just need this very small favor from you guys. Okay. Once you capture this P&L poster, whatever percentage there is in profits only, I would like you to help me to share in the Crypto Lab Facebook group. Okay, I am dropping the links in the description area because I love to see all these profits that has been made by everyone here through the workshop. Okay, so being said that, if you have made Solana, oh, Sifu, through the workshop, I made like 73% of profits on Solana. That's my first profit. And you know what? First profit is going to be like very, very interesting, right? So I would love to see all this first profit made by you guys here. So screenshot all these profits here. Like Bitcoin also, I have like 27% of profit since we have placed the trade earlier on. So screenshot all this, save all this. Even HBAR have 22%. So save this as well. So post this into the Crypto Lab Facebook group. I'm going to drop the link in the description area. And in fact, what? I'm going to drop the link inside the Zoom as well. Okay, I'm going to drop the link right now. Okay, so make sure that you're already in that Facebook groups and drop me or go into that Crypto Lab Facebook group. Join the group. I'm going to approve your joining a bit later. So paste all these profits that you have made. Only profits, okay? Only paste the profitable part. Okay, share all this profit that you have made during these sessions right here into the Crypto Lab Facebook group. And please help me to write a very simple testimonial of what you have learned and what you have enjoyed during this 3 days workshop, so that it will give me some idea what are the idea of improvement of my future workshop is to come. Okay, so that is how do you go about it. Okay, so maybe we can try to get and find one more entry. Okay, so yeah, before we go that, for those of you who follow Solana just now, go back to Solana. So this is my Solana. And this was my line that we draw just now before the drawdowns, right? So I'm going to delete this first. So right now, since Solana is in profits already, I'm going to secure my trade. Always remember to do this. Now it's already, I think, at 76% of profits. Okay, 76% of profit, you save that. Then move this stop loss to below the entry price. Do it right now, guys. Do it right now. If you're watching right now, do it right now. Move it below your entry price. So if this price reverse back and hit your stop loss, fine, we are going to exit it with profits. Okay, so now I think it already went to like 92% already, which is cool. Really, really cool. This is a really good entry. So imagine that just now when we have a drawdown of negative 20%, we kill it, then we will not have this amount of profits ready. You get me? So always remember to believe in your strategy and don't kill your trade too early. Then even Bitcoin, we have like 28%. Of course, Bitcoin is moving slightly a little bit slower, but still, yeah, it's fine. Still profits, right? Okay, so what else? Okay, let's try to look for one more entry. And one more thing, guys, since you can use your unrealized profit to place a trade, right? You can try to place as many trades as possible. Like what I mentioned, all these trades that you place now is as if like they are your troops that is going to war. So the more troops that you apply right here, the faster there is for you to compound your wallet. Okay, so maximum, okay, I will recommend this. Okay, it's only my recommendation. Since you can use your unrealized profit to reopen another new trade, I would most of the time keep these positions at 10. Okay, that means I will have 10 trades running at the same time. Okay, this will also help you to compound your wallet faster and also to help you to gain more volume in your trading competitions at the very same time. Okay, so I will try to keep this position at all time. If let's say this H bar, okay, so H bar, I'm going to move my stop loss as well. H bar, I'm moving my stop loss to below my entry so that it will secure this trade ready. I'm trading at risk free, and I'm going to do the same with for my Bitcoin as well. So Bitcoin. So I think that normally rule of thumb, basic rule of thumb, any trades that is going to at least like 30% or 50% of profits, always move your stop loss to entry. Okay, move your stop loss to entry. Not exactly entry, but it's slightly lower than entry so that you will close with a slight profit. That slight profits is enough for you to cover for your trading fees. Trading fees is like, I think 2 or 3% only. It's very, very little. So at least like you're having about 5 to 7% is good enough for you to cover your trading fees really. Okay. So, excuse me. Once I have moved that to stop loss, please do that all the time. Okay. Initially, of course, you have your stop loss set, but once the trade went into profits ready, always move it to your entry price. Okay. So let me try to look for one more. Okay, why one more? Because I want to keep it at 10. I need to have like at least 10 trades that is running at the very same time. So Swarm is a new coin. Okay, this is also a coin that I'm looking forward to short. Let me just have a look. This is a new coin that has been launched like a few hours ago. So most of the time when new coins, right, it will be really volatile. It's either it will pump or dump. So please pay attention to those new coins which is just listed in BitUnix and try to get the best out of the volatility of the movement there. So on 3 minutes, it's slightly moving up. Is this a good go? You wanted to move up. 15 minutes going down. For this to come down, it needs to go below this. Okay. For Swarm, I'm going to take a market trade down as well. Take it down with short position. My stop loss is going to pull it above this. So I hope that it doesn't go any higher than that. Or it should not be. Okay. All right. So yeah, I would say that is how do you actually place a trade on live trading session. This is not only what you do, but of course, right now it is only me giving you the ideas of how to place a trade, where to place the trade, and stuff like that, how to monitor your trade. But in our daily live trading sessions, for those of them who can attend to it on that different time zones, we are going to do this entry together. Okay, maybe someone identify some other coins that they want to, maybe ADA wanted to go for a short or long, then they're going to say that in the session, hey guys, ADA go for long, let's go together, right? So we're going to look at the chart together, study that, and give some idea whether it is a good one to go for long or short. Then we are going to do this together in this live trading. It's going to be really, really fun, as if like you're playing an online game together as a community. So it's going to be really fun. So I hope you guys don't miss that session. If you're already in the Telegram group already, so please participate in the Telegram group. Don't be a silent member all the time. Okay, we are not here to just, posting profits and stuff like that. We are here as a community. So interact with each other. Okay, we are all friends right here with one same intention goal, which is to make money from trading. Okay. So Swarm is running on drawdown. Okay, never mind. I will just keep it first. Okay, Solana has been running on almost to 100% of profits already, which is good. So make sure that you screenshot this and help me post it into the Crypto Lab Facebook group, in which I'm going to drop in the link to the group in the description area of this YouTube video. If you're watching from YouTube, and if you're watching from the Zoom, I already dropped that in the chat box. So please drop your profits onto there. Write me a very short testimonial. And yep, I appreciate all this testimonial or what you've learned in this 3 days workshop. Okay, so right now, that is how we did our live trading. Okay, so you see that my objective of this few days workshop here has already been achieved. Okay, as I mentioned, you are going to achieve 3 things in this 3 days workshop. Upon this 3 days workshop or completion of this 3 days workshop here, you are going to be able to create your first account, which you already did. You are going to be able to learn how to place a first trade, which you have already did just now. And you are going to be able to gain your first profits too, which you have already just did. Okay, so this is my sole intention of this whole workshop, to give you an idea on how you can actually trade cryptocurrency by using BitUnix here. Okay, so what's next is that we haven't finished the workshop yet for the 3 days. And if you notice, right, from the very first day of our workshop, I don't have any opportunity to introduce myself yet. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, you might not know who is this Sifu Wang that is going to talk in front of me, and why should I listen to you? Okay, allow me to have a very brief moment to give you a very quick introduction of my story and how do I create this MTS course that is which is now is a life-changing course. It's also a course that has already created millionaires, and also it's one of the most profitable courses on the internet. Okay, I can assure you that. All right, so just give me a brief moment to just share with you my backstory of how do I create this course out. Okay, just a brief one. Well, this was supposed to be the homework of those who joined the previous workshop here. You need to post your profit poster in the Crypto Lab Facebook group, write short testimonials, which is I've just told you a while ago. Okay, so this is my very brief story, and this was me not so distance ago. And I'm the first corporate Kung Fu trainer in Malaysia. For those of you who know me, I teach Kung Fu, I teach martial art, I teach Wing Chun Kung Fu. I got certified from Hong Kong, and I localized the syllabus back here in Malaysia, and use all this concept and philosophies of Kung Fu studies into my corporate training, because I'm also at the very same time a corporate trainer as well, specializing in soft skills training such as leadership training, motivation training, problem solving training, problem solving and decision making training, which is my specialty, and also a team building as well. Okay, so I did a lot of team buildings, right? And excuse me, I also did YSG instruction. Okay, during the pandemic time, I've launched this YSG online course that have helped a lot of students across the globe to achieve 3R, which is the first R, relieve body pain, second R, reduce body weight, third R, release stress. Okay, it has gained a lot of traction from students across the globe. Most of them are non-Malaysians. Okay, students such as from Brazil, from UK, US, Australia, France, Italy, Czechoslovakia, and yeah, places like that. So because of that, I have been invited to give a lot of sharings in some media, which I'm about to share with you in a bit, to share how I create values out of all this corporate life, and how do I use all this concept to help people to gain more health and also attain all this knowledge right here. But of course, right now, you can see I'm also a life coach, aspiring life coach from USA. It's called Aspiring Life Coach USA certificate. I got that certification, but I don't do life coaching that much anymore, because my focus right now is to give education in the Crypto Lab, which is currently what I'm currently doing right now. So I'm inspiring people to make more money through crypto trading. Okay, so this is going to be my focus, right? So let's move on. What else do I have prepared here? So this was me, and Lapkit is not here. Okay, so one of my students not here, that you know that this is one me. I think about 20 over years ago, I was a musician, and I started my business in the music industry. I have this shop selling music instruments. I teach. Okay, I teach a lot of things. In fact, okay, before I teach Kung Fu, I teach guitar. I teach what else? I teach crypto right now. I teach the corporate of corporate training, and all of these things are not actually directly related, but all in all, it will boils down into one similarity, which is I love to teach. I love to share. So that is also one of the reasons why I gave this free workshop, which I think a lot of people might actually charge you for it. But yeah, I give you guys for free simply because I wanted to share. I love to share. Okay. So the moment when I start to share, I cannot stop. Okay. So which is what currently happening right now. All right. This was me. I was a musician 20 odd years back. Okay. And this is me currently. I did all this training that inspired people by using martial arts. And also this was me appearing in several different media appearances such as Bernama TV, BFM 89.9, Durian FM. I'm sharing basically how do I use all these concepts right here to inspire the corporate world to create values out of their daily lives. And at the very same time, my story also featured here in this encyclopedia called Successful People in Malaysia. This is a publication by Britishpedia. It wasn't printed here. It was published in the UK and sent over back here. And this book is not available for sale, but it's available across all the public libraries in Malaysia. So if you are from Malaysia, you want to look at this book, you can go to any of this public library, look for this Successful People in Malaysia, a publication by British publication, Britishpedia. This was edition number 3, where you can see my story has been featured over there, together with our current Prime Minister, Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Datuk Chris Leong, Lee Chong Wei, and Tony Fernandez, and all these people right there who have been bringing the name of Malaysia to the international platform. All right. So yeah, this is one of my features, my media features. And currently this was me, and I am inspiring the public and educating the public about cryptocurrency, how you can actually make best use of cryptocurrency, in which I think it is something that everyone should know. Okay. To simplify things, right? A lot of people, they say that crypto trading is like very, very difficult and it's very technical. It's very, very hard to do. And I will lose a lot of money. But for me, the way I look at it, there is no better or easier way to make money rather than just other than pressing a button on your phone. Just a button on your phone. There's only 2 buttons that you need to press. You just need to make sure that you press the right button at the right time. Okay, it's either long or short, buy or sell. That's it, right? There's no other thing better than that. Okay, so when you press on this simple button and you'll be able to make money from that, I think that's just beautiful. Okay, I can make money wherever I am. I can make money during I sleep, during when I was on holiday, over the days. So I think that is something which is really cool that everyone should actually learn about it. Okay, this is something of the future as well. And a lot of people have been asking me that, Sifu, since you are doing good in trading, why you still need to teach? Why you still need to give free workshop? Why you still promoting the MTS course? Now, let me tell you this, my vision, okay, why I do all these things. Number one, I would want to make the MTS community the most profitable community on the internet, in which I believe I have already achieved that, okay? And number 2, my mission here is to train at least one full-time trader in every family until it reaches 1,000 traders ultimately. That is my ultimate goal, okay? My target that I set for myself. So I wanted to train people to have this knowledge to become a full-time trader, that they make money out of trading up to 1,000 traders. Okay, so that is going to be my goal. So that's why I've been doing this, regularly. So in fact, this workshop is supposed to be a monthly workshop. Previously, I've been doing that for the past, I think, 5 months. Then I stopped for a couple of months because due to some commitments. And this current workshop is the first workshop of 2025 instead. Okay, so I've been doing that for a couple of months. So since this workshop has been recorded on YouTube, so feel free to watch it anytime you want, so that everyone can watch it as well. All right. So previously, you need to be in another closed group and you need to purchase for the recording. And ever since, I think it doesn't really work that well, because like those people who are in that group, they're not really committed for that. So that's why I try to open this up to the public, and you can watch it anytime you want from our YouTube channel. just make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out anything important here. Okay. Next, how does this MTS course was created? Okay, MTS course has been the full title for MTS means Meta Trading Strategy. Okay, that means it doesn't contain only one. It has a lot of other features inside this course, right? So it all started in 2029 with Luno. I started with Luno when Bitcoin was just around $6,000. Okay, and from 2020, late 2029, I started with grid bot trading with Pionex. It's another exchange. And in fact, Pionex was the first exchange that introduced grid bot in the exchange. So they have bot trading in there. And of course, through that, I made some bucks there, but nothing impressive. Okay. In 2020, I was introduced to a few investment platforms, namely TronCase, GainHub, Rostax Media, and a pro trader as well. You know what happened? All of this, I have got rug pulled. That means I've got scammed out of this. Okay, so I lose some money from here. This is because friends after friends after friends has been investing, and they has been asking me to join these platforms that they have been making money from. Then yeah, because of friends, I joined them. All right. So eventually, I got so fed up of all these platforms that has been rug pulled. That's why anyone who asks me to join any platform that has been paying like what daily interest or weekly interest or monthly interest, I would say thank you very much. I think I have enough of that. I'm making money through my own trading in my own hand. I hold my own risk. Okay. So apart from that, I don't think those interests that we're paying by all these platforms here is comparable to the profits that I'm currently making. So that's why thanks, but no thanks. Okay. Then in early 2021, I was introduced to an automated bot trading in Forex. Automated bot trading is an AI bot where I invest in this AI bot to run the AI bot. I think it's about like 200, wait, how much was this? I think it was like 170 USD a month, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like 170 a month that I need to run this Forex bot every month for me to use this bot. And apart from the capital that I'm going to use, it's going to be different. So I'm going to put the capital into MT4, then I put into a broker. Then they are going to give me an MT4 access. They trade from there. And the trading is automated, but you know what happens? Like even using AI bot, I am still losing money. So after 3 months, I got so fed up. I said I don't want to continue. I did not manage to make back my ROI yet, but yet again, I still lose money. So it is like it sounds ridiculous to me. You're using an AI bot, but I'm still losing money. So that's why in mid 2021, I got so fed up with this AI bot. I say I wanted to know what is your setup that has been used by the bot. So that's why I take up Forex trading course from the guru and learning to trade manually. And I started to actually trade manually in Forex first. And when it comes to late 2021, I take up crypto trading course from another guru, learning to trade cryptocurrency, like currently what we are currently doing right now, manual trading. Because for me, Forex is okay. You still can make money from Forex too, but Forex for me is a little bit slow as compared to cryptocurrency movement, which is very volatile. And during the weekends, you cannot trade Forex because there was no market opening right there. You cannot trade Forex during the weekend. So for me, it's a waste of time for me to wait for another 2 more days for the market to open for me to trade. And in fact, when the market opened on Monday, it's not advisable to trade because the price fluctuation is a lot. And yeah, and on Friday as well, when before the market closes, it is not advisable to trade as well. So technically, in that 1 week time, you can only trade Tuesday to Thursday. It is only effective 3 days for 24 hours. You can trade that. So for me, it's a little bit slow. So that's why I take up crypto trading. And crypto trading, is running 24 hours. There's no holiday. There's no break. So basically, I can trade anywhere I want. When I wake up during the midnight, I go to the washroom. I place a trade during the morning. I collect my profit. So it's like more fun. And there's more things to play around in crypto trading. So that's why I started crypto trading. And next, in early 2022, I finally launched the Meta Trading Strategy course on April 30th, 2022. That time, Bitcoin was around 37,000 already. Okay, so the course has been around in the market for the past 3 years now. almost 3 years, okay? So 2 years plus. And currently, the course has already created millionaires from there, some of our students, okay? And presently, in 2024, which is last year, it has been upgraded to MTS 2.0, where a couple of other new strategies, namely the ultimate strategy, has been introduced. Okay, so this is the timeline on how do I start to create the MTS course until this very day. Okay, so this is my back end on one of the exchange that I'm currently doing right now. So from whatever you've learned in this 3 days workshop, guys, you will be able to trade already, okay? But of course, if you're looking at this right now in front of your screen, this is from one of the exchange that I'm currently, I've used before this. If you, these results is after I've applied the MTS course strategy on it. And you can see all these profits here is not small. You have like 600 over percent, 500%, 1000%, 400%, 600%, 200%, and 700%, 600, 180, and so on. Okay. And you can see that all of these trades are running in massive profits. That's also why like yesterday I purposely post a video that to answer to a question that's been asking me, Sifu, how come you don't have any losing trade? I don't believe you that you don't have any losing. I said, never mind. I will share my screenshot, the video screenshot, in which if I'm going to share this picture, you will say that, this is simple, you know, you just photoshopped it, okay? But that is a video screenshot to show all my running trades, which is still running over there. So I showed all that running trade on BitUnix yesterday on my Facebook, okay? I'm going to share that link as well so that you can just check out on what I'm actually saying right here. So you see, when you apply the right strategy on your trading, right, these are the results that you're going to get. And it's not easy for you to find a losing trade. It's not easy, guys. Believe me, it's not easy. So unless you say that you don't have a solid strategy for you to use. So basically, you are just gambling your way through, placing a trade, hoping that you will not lose, and hoping that you will win. It is just like you shoot and pray. And in trading, we don't do that. We are not gamblers, okay? The difference between the traders and the gamblers is whereby a gamblers will just place a bet on the gambling table, hopefully that they will not lose the money and hopefully that you will win. But a traders, we will not open up a trade unless we have confirmations from our strategy. So with that said, guys, if you are seriously genuine to build your portfolio to really make some big monies over here from trading crypto, you need to have a solid strategy. So with that said, I will highly recommend that you take a look on this MTS course, which I'm going to include the details of this MTS course in the description area so that you can check it out. Okay. And I would say that today, that will be it for our live trading session, which is the day 3 of our workshop here. Okay. Before we end the session, is there any question that you would like to ask before we end our day 3 workshop? So there'll be a couple of links that I will include in the description area of this YouTube video, namely number 1, your link to sign up for your new BitUnix account. Number 2, your my Telegram. You need to send your UID, user ID, to my Telegram so they can add you to the Telegram group. Number 3, this Crypto Lab Facebook group link where you will need to share your profits over there, share a very basic, simple testimonial, say that Sifu, I've made some small profits over here, which is fine. Okay, which is my intention is to say that you'll be able to make your first profit, regardless, big or small, doesn't matter, all right? And number 4, link to this meta trading strategy course, MTS 2.0, so you can check out some details over there, okay? So some several links, you can check it out in the description area. So I would say that there is no other question. That is going to be it for our 3 days workshop. Okay, a million thank you for all those who have joined me along this 3 days session. I hope you enjoyed this session as much as I did. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the future session. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good day, everyone.